At 11:47 p.m., a phone call was recorded. What Jennifer Gladhill said during that call would quietly destroy the lie she was living and seal her fate forever. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. Instead, she spoke with a chilling calm about the man she had already erased from her life. 6 days later, she would report her husband missing. But by then, Matthew Johnson was already dead. Tonight, we uncover how a picture-perfect family hid one of the most disturbing murders Utah has ever seen. From the outside, Jennifer Gladhill and Matthew Johnson had everything. $1 million home in Cottonwood Heights, Utah. 3 children. A respected military career. Matthew Johnson was a 51-year-old Green Beret, a member of the Utah National Guard's 19th Special Forces Group. To his fellow soldiers, he was brilliant, dependable, and deeply loyal. Jennifer, 42, was seen as a devoted mother and supportive military wife. Friends described her as quiet, kind, a homebody. But what no one saw was the marriage collapsing behind closed doors. By July 2024, divorce was already being discussed. In August, Jennifer filed for a protective order, claiming she feared her husband. But when the case reached court, something didn't add up. The judge reviewed videos and messages and came to a shocking conclusion. Jennifer didn't look afraid at all. Instead, she appeared confrontational, sending texts that belittled and provoked Matthew. On September 16th, the court dismissed the protective order. The judge wrote words that would soon feel tragically prophetic. "This is a highly dysfunctional marriage that should have ended long ago." What he didn't know was that Jennifer had already chosen a far darker ending. As the marriage crumbled, Matthew grew fearful. Friends say he began sleeping at a National Guard facility, worried about his safety. At the same time, Jennifer was living a secret life. She was having an intense affair, not a fling, but a relationship that consumed her. 2 days before the murder, Jennifer showed her lover something disturbing: a loaded Glock 19X. Then she sent her children to stay with her parents. Every piece was quietly being moved into place. On September 20th, Matthew confronted Jennifer. He had discovered the affair. The argument was explosive, years of resentment finally unleashed. Hours later, in the early morning of September 21st, Matthew went to sleep. He never woke up. Jennifer took his own 9mm handgun and shot him in the head while he slept. No struggle, no warning, just execution. What followed was chillingly methodical. Jennifer placed Matthew's body into a rooftop storage container, dragged it downstairs, and loaded it into her minivan. She smashed his phone, abandoned his truck in another neighborhood, then drove north and buried him in a shallow grave. When she returned home, she erased him. Bleach on the walls, carpets scrubbed, a brand new mattress ordered to replace the blood-soaked one. But she made one fatal mistake. She told someone. On September 22nd, Jennifer visited her lover. She calmly confessed everything: the murder, the burial, the cleanup. She even explained the bruises on her body, injuries from burying her husband. Terrified, the man secretly recorded their next phone call. And that recording would change everything. Jennifer said, "He wasn't a person anymore. He wasn't Matt." She spoke of killing with no remorse, no fear, no humanity. 6 days later, she reported Matthew missing. Police searched the home. They found blood beneath the bed, bleach everywhere, and a brand new mattress, ordered just days after the murder. GPS data traced Jennifer's movements, exactly where the truck was dumped, exactly where she drove north. On October 2nd, Jennifer Gladhill was arrested for first-degree murder. Later, even her parents were charged with obstruction of justice. The perfect family had completely collapsed. Matthew Johnson's body has never been found. Search teams still comb northern Utah. His children still wait for answers. Jennifer Gladhill sits in jail, pleading not guilty, awaiting trial in December 2025. One question remains: how does a mother of 3 justify destroying so many lives for an affair? Somewhere out there, a soldier still waits to be brought home. And until that happens, this story isn't over.